Hello and welcome. They say repetition is the mother of learning. If it's so, we have 5 sessions per day that we're running, introducing this Aurum ecosystem, miraculous system, really, I call it, with our friends and family in multiple languages sometimes. So I'm going to go through a quick preview in Kurdish and Persian because I've had so many phone calls from friends and family in Middle East to inquire about this. The full presentation will start in exactly 5 minutes by Mr. Hugh, who is one of the founding funders. He's the first person who believed that this robot might work in in May of last 2025. Tested out with meager small amount of $50,000. Today he has grown that close to over $600,000, and he's showing us how he can duplicate this system with your own money or with building teams of people. And I am expert in people. I speak multiple languages, so I will invite you to share this opportunity, subscribe to this channel. This is a the end of a beginning. This is the beginning of another end. So here's a beginning for you if you've been manipulated, lied to through internet, through social media, through anywhere that you feel like you've lost money, or you may have lost money, like some of the over 60 people so far registered in Canada and US, and over 40% have had some dealings with the financial market, especially crypto, and lost money. If you're one of them, I invite you to take a look at full presentation. We're marketers of financial products. We are not licensed agents. I'm Arif Gilany. I've been an agent previously for 10 years. I resigned my license because I wanted to focus on marketing, because the key to achieving any goal is to get it in front of as many people as possible, as soon as possible. And through this Aurum Foundation presentation, we're able to reach at least thousands of people, 3,300 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you for subscribing. If this is good information for you, it might be for your friends too. So why don't you go ahead and share this presentation after watching it? If you see that there's a resonance, if you understand what this presentation is about, we can come back and you can ask all your questions. We have a full team of people globally in Europe, in North America, and in the Middle East to support you, to help you, to take you step by step through this process. The rest is really technology. You have to do your own research, do your own digging, find out if this is true, and how you can find out is by repetition. If you attend five meetings, 5 meetings consecutively in 7 days, you are in. You will never go in anywhere, because you know that the products are incredible, the people are fantastic, the leadership unbelievable. This is just a place for you and your family to come and grow like a school. So with that, I'm going to share my screen because the presentation is just about to get started. I mute myself and enjoy the presentation while it's getting started.
Recording stopped.
There we goes, and we will start this before the recording starts in the official meeting, which happens to be right here. So enjoy. Again, Hugh is from Ireland. He's the person who's done all of the research, personally went and met Brian Benson and all of that. He's going to go through his story. If you have a story, if you have a product, if you're in real estate, if you're an insurance agent, if you're those lagging people in companies that have subscribed you, but you're not making any money, you got to take a look at this opportunity. I have researched multiple opportunities in my lifetime, 30-year career. There has none been as powerful as what's just about to get introduced to you with my good friend Hugh. If you have over $25,000, would you like a private call with Hugh? We'll be glad to arrange it to help you get through the process and see the benefits. As I mentioned, he started with his 50 in different accounts and now grown it, making bonuses of $50,000 a month, which was the last month's bonus. So please pay attention to what he's got to say. He's got a lot to say, a lot of experience, 30 years of marketing in different environments, especially Ireland. I look forward to going and seeing them there. So here's starting the presentation shortly by my friend Hugh. Oh, he's got music going. So enjoy this music get a pen and paper, get some coffee, get ready, relax, go to the washroom, do all the things you need to do, and enjoy the show. Yeah, you could be cooking, you could be watching this show. I'm actually making delicious Kurdish shorba brunch while I'm making this. حوالت هجا خشکبرایت عزیز بانگی تازه علی دبی دست بیت بیت و اوا پرزنتیشن های به انگلیسی ها وقتی که برگرن تگرمن شخصا با خوین حسابه که بخو وکن و او علم تازه و ای آی روبات اینو لاله هنگو که بشین خو و خانواده خو لفقره و لبدبختی نجات بدن معاش همه نیچه همه پیشمرگا بدن ریک همه مید وکرینه حوالت هیجا از عارف گیلانی به کانادا پایتخت اقتصادی تورنتو کانادا و بزویی لدبی دل خدمت وابن دوستان عزیز ایرانی هی این ویدیو رو میبینید فکر میکنید این چی هستش خبره ها که اونجا هستند بلد نیستن جوابا رو به شما بدن ما همه خبرگان رو زیر یک وقت یک سقف جا کردیم و اینا الان آقای هیو پال دوست عزیز مانند ایزلند نشون میده که چجوری میتونید با یک کمی پولی که تو حسابت دارید یا زمینی که دارید یا طلایی که دارید تو این سیستم ربات بذارید و تا ابدالعمر از این بهره ببرید. دوستان این بازی پول عوض شده، این بازی جدیده و اینجا ربات ها سر کار هستند. ربات ها تمام معاملات شما را روزانه انجام میدن و برمیگردن با سود شما و با اصل پول شما. سود شما و اصل پول شما. از روزی که این برنامه شروع شده این ربات هیچ روزی یک سنت از دست نداده. 10,000 خبره 10,000 تصمیم رو در یک ثانیه میتونه انجام بده. مغزتون رو داغون نکنید عزیزان. بیاد اینجا یاد بگیرید. این شبکه رو براتون باز کردیم. این پرزنتیشن ها رو رکورد میکنیم. این فضا رو باز کردیم که بیاید با ما یاد بگیرید. حتما لایک بزنید. اینو دست به دست کنید به دست دوستانی که توی پول توی کریپتو دست دادن یا دارن یا ترسیدن یا نمیدونن چی کار میکنن یا شاید هم خبره هستن خیلی واردن خیلی آگاهن خیلی مغزن مخن ما همه اینا رو لازم داریم بیارین شدین اینجا به من معرفی کنید من عارف گیلانی هستم از طرف اوروم فاوندیشن از کانادا با شما صحبت میکنم حتما یوتیوب ما را سابسکرایب کنید با دوستانتون در میان بذارید هیچی روی اینترنت بهتر از این کانال معجزه ها نیست The Ministry of Miracles was created to create miracles in all languages for all people of all races, all religions, everywhere in the world. And today, Aurum Foundation has given us the opportunity to do that. People all over the world are joining. Thank you. The latest sign up, Edward Daramola of Nigeria from Edmonton, Canada, signed up this morning. Owen Hermina, Toronto, Canada. Raleigh Rusino, Toronto, Canada. Julie. Ida, all of you, Hannah, Layla, all of you who are coming here to learn, this is home. Join me daily at 3 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. Please share this, take this seriously. This is changing your life, changing your family's life. It's going to be forever and forever separating you from the masses, because if you follow the masses, you will just be following asses. Here we face leaders. Here you're just about to hear from the great leader of Ireland, Hugh Paul, who is going to show you the way to financial freedom in his own unique way. I'm Arif Gilany from Toronto, Canada. Globally, we'll bring you exciting news, views, insights, opportunities. All you have to do is click subscribe and follow us or ask us for a code to join this opportunity, to join this global phenomenal unicorn platform that's going to make 1,000 millionaires in the next 3 to 5 years. You could be one of them. I'm in line. I positioned our family to be one of them to take advantage of this opportunity. You can contact me today and we'll set you up tomorrow. You can make money globally, everywhere. Right now, let's join Hugh Paul from Ireland. Thank you for your attention. I get really
Well, a very good
excited.
evening to you. Good afternoon to some of you. I'm not sure is it good morning for some. Let me just check the guest list tonight and see where we're all coming from. So big numbers again tonight. Congratulations to all of you guys. I don't know how Richard became the first one. Richard, it should start with A, but Richard's up first. I know how he got to the top of the list now. I can see what he did. Well done, Richard. Richard put a colon in front of his name, and that got him to the top of the list. Thank you for joining us, Richard. Well done. Lots again from the A category. Abu, welcome to the call. Adyonin, Alpha D's here. Alpha D was here 3 times yesterday and only once. Andy's in the room. Apex is in the room. Arif is in the room as always. Ava the Flavor's in the room as well, and lots of people from the A's. I'm just going down through the list here to see who I recognize. Hi. 007's in the house. He's always attending the presentations. Hi, Robert. I'm going down very, very fast to get this meeting started. Thank you all.
All right.
So
thank you all. Join
you,
you, Paul.
For one name there, and I'm just going to go back up to the J. Where is J? I'm looking to see, did John join me tonight? I don't see him there. Maybe he's on a different name. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. And apologies for a little later start than normal. I was engaged in a text
Welcome.
there, so
Ida, thanks for joining me here. We're going live to the presentation, okay? We'll be back at the end and you and I will talk.
It also allows you to go to a quiet place in the home without distractions. It also gives you time to get off the phone and get onto your computer, because it's best to watch this on a computer, and turn off social media. It gives you time to get pen and paper if you want to take some notes, and all of those reasons. We allow a couple of minutes at the start. We normally start about 3 or 4 minutes after the hour, but as I said, I didn't get started here on time tonight. Anyway, let's get moving because I see a lot of guests on here tonight, lots of names I don't recognize. I want to thank you guys for coming on the call and taking time out of your valuable day. Please do get back to the person that invited you here, but of course, more importantly, the person who invited you should get back to you and help you with any questions that might arise from tonight's presentation. Let's get started.
Recording in progress.
Well, we're here to look at the Aurum platform. It's the Aurum Foundation, quite a new platform that actually launches in January next year. We're here as early adopters. We're here as the pre-launchers. Great time to be involved in any opportunity. Quite a tough time at the beginning of anything, but the early adopters get the best results. The early riser catches the worm, and same here. If you can grab hold of the information, put it to use, you could have a sensational size of a team by the time this launches. I don't work for this company. I'm not paid by this company to present. I'm an independent. I'm not a financial advisor. Can't give you any advice in that respect. I'm not even an accountant. I'm just an entrepreneur. I'm here to give you some information, just education purposes. I'm not here to recruit you into anything. I'm just here to share information, my experience, my due diligence, and of course, it's always prudent to do your own. We're here to find out about the Aurum platform, and it's very exciting to realize that we've got the Brian Benson as the co-founder and CEO of this particular opportunity. Brian, from California, United States, did a schooling there, went into the banking industry with Morgan Stanley, where he was a trader over there, and then he moved to finance, probably the biggest crypto exchange on the planet. Everybody knows finance. Brian did very well there as well. And would you believe it, that one of his colleagues that worked with him is now the CEO of finance? Yes, the present CEO of finance is a friend of Brian's, but it was CZ who owned finance when Brian was working for him, but now one of his colleagues is the CEO over there. Brian is the CEO here. A lot of experience with platforms, with Web3, with technology, with trading. He has the credentials to make something work, and we're very excited about that. He was the director for all of Latin America. He opened all of those markets. And if you've never heard of him, because I didn't until I Googled him, I was very pleased to see that he's not an actor. He's a very famous person in Web3 space. We can see images here when he was older, when he was younger. We can see him with the Binance shirt on here, Binance t-shirt over here. I see the Binance logo there. So he is the Brian Benson from Binance, now CEO of Aurum. So that's good news. We also noted that Forbes had written a very positive article about Aurum, saying that Aurum provides institutional grade trading. Well, that's what we would expect from Brian Benson. We also noted that the bank that issues the Visa cards have obviously done their due diligence on this company. Obviously, they know your KYB, know your business. They would have to do the memorandum of articles, the share certificates. They would have to know the previous accounts for this company, the directors, before and the licensing, before Visa would allow Aurum and themselves to co-brand on the one piece of plastic. Very interesting card here. No KYC required, so we don't need your passport, your utility bill to get you one of these cards. And it's cryptocurrency that you can spend anywhere where Visa and MasterCard are accepted. This is a great product in itself. We also noted recently that Brian will be one of the main speakers at the biggest blockchain summit in the world. This year is in Singapore, it's called Token 2049. He's speaking alongside his old friend Richard. Richard worked with Brian, and when Brian left finance, Richard became the CEO when CZ moved over. But Richard speaking at the conference, Brian speaking at the conference, our CEO, Justin Sun, who owns Tron, is there. The one of the co-founders, Paolo Artigino from Tether, is speaking there, and the CEO from Cooper, and many more. This is just a synopsis of a few. So there we go. That's good news. So we have a company with a profile, a company that's out there making noise in the marketplace, showing itself, showing its hand. It's very transparent, is what I'm trying to say. And just on this conference coming up at the beginning of next month, there's an opportunity for all of us on the call to get tickets to this particular event if you'd like to go. Now, I think it's very worthwhile if you qualify. And let me tell you why. Number one, if you were hanging around the event, you're going to meet like-minded people, people interested in the cryptocurrency space. You're going to be able to be on the stand because Aurum have a stand at this event. And possibly if you had a business card with you, you might be able to hand that out and get some business. So it's a great lead generator as well. But not only that, to hear your CEO to support the event, to understand more about this. And not only that, you will get up to $750 contribution towards your flight. You're going to have 3 nights in a 5-star hotel. You're going to be having dinner and hanging out with the Aurum team. And I think it's a great relationshiping event if that was something you could qualify for. How do you qualify? Well, you've got 10 days. And you need to do $25,000 in frontline sales in the EXI bot. And if you do that, well, there you go. There's a little incentive to get you down to Singapore. Enjoy that event. And for those of you, and usually some people are going to do this anyway because they're building the business, but others can now have a goal set to establish to go and create that. Not only has Forbes written about Aurum, Forbes permit Aurum to write on their finance council. So Brian has written an article, Fix the Money with Technology, and you can fix the world. We learned that as well. And of course, I've met the man myself, many of you on this call. We've 156 on tonight. That's a little bit down from last night, but we've 156 people on the call. I don't know how many of you are guests. I'm sure the person that introduced you will make a call after this to you. And thank you for your attendance and get any questions that you had arising from the information that I share with you. I spent 3 days with Brian. In fact, after a call today, I had another hour with him today. I had some friends on with the call from Norway and from Denmark. We had a private call with Brian to get that market opened, and a very successful call we had him. But I've spent 3 days with them. I met his wife. I had breakfast with him 2 mornings. I had evening meals. We even went for a swim together on the final day. And a great guy, a great personable guy, a guy with no airs and graces. He's not one of these, hey, look at my jewelry type of guy. No, very, very straight, very. I found him a nice guy. I certainly did. And any of you who've met him, I'm sure you'll come up with the same answer. So what I'd like you to do is now just listen to Brian himself. This is a short clip from a larger interview, of course, but it's very interesting what this man says. He wants to create $1 billion business. He wants to generate 1,000 millionaires. Now, he's already done this. over in Binance, he saw so many people becoming millionaires and multi-millionaires in this crypto space, but he wants to create 1,000 millionaires here in Aurum, and he has a platform that's very possible that many of you that lock arms with him might have a chance at hitting that. But anyway, let's have a listen to Brian.
I think if I have to sum it up in one word, it's ecosystem. At Aurum, we're building an ecosystem, and we're really trying to focus on getting this thing to a unicorn status. And what I like to say is we want to create 1,000 billionaires. And so if we can do that, then that will be $1 billion business. That will be a unicorn, and we'll be very excited if we can accomplish that. And we're well on our way to that. So.
Okay, so there you heard it himself. He wants to create 1,000 millionaires. We had another call today. Many of you may have been on it. A sensational call outlining the new exchange that he's launching. And we had a great overview of what's ahead of us. Now, to get involved on the platform, it's going to cost just less than $20. It's $19.99. That's for the entire year. That allows you to enjoy all of their fintech products except Visa cards. We'll talk about that in a moment. But they have a library of products, and they're going to build more products into this library. And I think some are going to be launched next month over at the Phuket event. I have no idea what they're going to be, but there's a library of products that you can enjoy. It's a bit like paying your membership to the gym, and you can go over there and use the running machine or the weights, or you can use the rowing machine, or maybe the steam room or the sauna. You can use all the products with your gym membership. Of course, that's quite expensive. Here, it's $20 to use all of their products except the card. I think it's great value. It sorts the men from the boys. We're not looking for freebies here. It's $20 to try the system, and I think it's great value because there's no monthly fees, there's no charges other than that. It's really good. And let's call that the bad news out of the way. Let's look at some of the good news. Well, I haven't tried all the products, but I've certainly tried my favorite, which is the XI bot. I've tried the Pro bot, I've tried the Zeus bot, and I've tried this card. Those are the 4 areas of product that I've used myself, and I'm only prepared to talk about those because I've experienced using those. I will not talk about other products that I haven't yet been able to try. Maybe some of you have tried those products, but I'm happy with this range of products, and I'm happy to share how we've got on with them. The EXI bot is my favorite. Why? Because it's the eldest, it's the longest running. It's been operating for over 2 years. It's got a lot of trading data to rely on. When you break down its percentages, the worst it did in a month was 9.3%, which is quite good. The best it did, as you can see here up in March last year, was 23%. But in between all of those numbers, it's working out at about 17.5% a month. Now, don't get excited about that, guys, because you don't get that. All right. I'm only telling you what their technology does, what their trading bots do. They have live traders overseeing technology or fintech bots. And these bots have every news feed coming in from all those platforms and exchanges. That news coming in from every news channel, media channel, social media channels. Every crypto exchange has its own newsletter. That data is fed in as well. And the AI has the capability of making a decision. It can process 10,000 processes in 1 second, faster than a human. And it's got its own risk management built in. It's spot trading, if you know what that is. Very intelligent stuff, and it's been working great. And if I just show you on the next slide here, there's no packages here. You know, like some of these companies would have like a $100 package or a $300 package or a $500 package. That's what I was looking for, and of course, they don't have that at all. In fact, they don't know what that means. I asked Brian Benson, what kind of packages can you have, and he didn't know what I meant. He thought I was going to wrap something and post a package, and I said, no, do you have like a $1,000 package and a $300? What are you talking about packages? So he says, this is a bank. This is a new bank. It's called Neo Bank, and we're going to have an exchange. We're going to have our own token. We have trading bots, so you just deposit what you want. We don't have any packages. Okay. So I can put in $111.09. Yes. I can put in $422.06. Yes. I can put in $10,908. He said yes. So whatever you deposit into your own account determines the reward you receive on that account. So let's hypothetically suggest you tried $220 to test this out, right? Well, you're going to fall into that first category and you're going to enjoy benefits of in around 10% a month, which is very, very good. For those of you who can manage slightly more than that, let's say you did $706, okay? That would fall into the second category. Those accounts will enjoy benefits in around about 11% a month. And you can see the higher you go, the higher the reward. Now, you can start low and top up your account as you go along and get into a higher category. That's one way. Or you don't have to. You can actually trade your way up. Now, what do I mean by that? They have a AI doing all the work for you, so you don't have to look at screens. You don't have to understand the markets. You don't have to do any trading. It's all automatic, performed by the AI. So if you put the reinvest button on, what that does is it can, as you compound your profit, it can move you up into a higher threshold. So there are two ways to move up to a higher performance. Either you top up your account or you trade your way up. And of course, it's done automatically for you. So that's just a little bit about one of the products. Let me show you an account. This is a small account, started with just $500. This account was initiated on the 17th of April. Now, that's why I recommend a computer where you can see these numbers. And this is not data from the company. This is live data that's been supplied by a customer. And you can see on the 17th of April, they deposited $500 to test the system. And at this point, as we look on the 7th of September, the account had grown to $849. So 500 had become 849 in 4.5 months. Now, actually today, this account is 5 months old. Today it's 5 months old because this is the 17th of September. This was started on the 17th of April. May, June, July, August, September. However, what we're looking at on the screen here was the 7th of September, 10 days ago, and it had made $349. Now, somebody asked me, well, is that good? Well, they thought it wasn't that good. It's only $349. And I said, but do you understand what that means? So to work out and calculate how good this is, you take the profit of $349, you put it over the deposit of $500, you multiply it by 100%, you get how it's performed. So this account, up until that point, less than 5 months, had done, let's call it 70%. That's sensational, guys. A small account doing that is sensational. If you were to buy a property in your local market, your local country, your local town, village, city, let's say you bought a property for $100,000 as an easy number. And let's say you bought that property on the 17th of April this year. And you were getting $170,000 for it now, 70% in 5 months. Would that be good business? Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's sensational. Now, let's show you a larger account. This account was started a week before that one we just looked at. This one was started on the 10th of April, and this one was funded with $10,000. So this is for the bigger type of customers. And again, if we look at the screenshot on the bottom right-hand side of your screen right now, you'll see that this was taken on the 16th of May. So to evaluate this, the 10th of April to the 16th of May, is approximately 5 weeks. It's a day short. It's 5 weeks. And the account has achieved $12,360. So in effect, in 5 weeks, this particular account has achieved 23% in 5 weeks. After 10 weeks, you can see it's grown now to what, $15,500 in 10 weeks. Imagine buying a property for $100,000 and selling it for $155,000 10 weeks later. When we look at the 10th of July, we're now looking at 12 weeks. The account is up to $17,400. And then on the 10th of August, you can see here, the account has actually doubled. The $10,000 deposit is now sitting at $20,392. Well, that's the 10th of August, but the 10th of September was just a few days back there. And let's take a look at how it finished up on the 10th of September. The account is now sitting at $24,219. So 10,000 deposit in 20 weeks has reached 24,000. The profit is $14,000. Incredible. Really, really good. And I know where this account is going to as it continues its journey. Now, why is this account done so well, do you think? I can tell you that this reinvest button has been engaged. When you open an account with this bank, it doesn't compound. The money goes to your wallet to withdraw every day. You can take out your profit every day if you wish. The fees for withdrawing your profit is only 1% plus $1, so it's very, very reasonable. But if you decide to compound it, you have to turn on this reinvest button. Now, you have to go and find that in your account and turn it on. The company will not do that for you. And if you decide to do that, what happens is the profit today is taken at midnight. It's sent to Binance or KuCoin or OKX, whatever your account's attached to, because they use several exchanges for liquidity provision. So let's say it's Binance. Your money goes to Binance at midnight tonight, so it's there to trade with your principal that you started with. So you've got the profit and the principal working together to increase more. So that's called compounding. It's sensational. That's why this account is done well, because the customer has opted to compound. Okay, if you turn this off, you'll still do very well, but you can take your money out every day in that case. So that's one of the products. We call it the EXAI bot. My favorite product. We have a sister product to that on the right-hand side in the yellow rectangle. It's called Pro, EXI Pro. Now, this bot is operated on the Telegram channel, and Telegram is a decentralized communication platform, a bit like WhatsApp. And I prefer the WhatsApp, but this is available on Telegram. If you go to Telegram, you can test these bots over there as well yourself. You can withdraw all of your profit and all of your money anytime you want. There's no lockup, there's no lock-in. If you put it in today and trade for one day, you can take it all out tomorrow. Or maybe you just want your profit. Or you can compound. You have choices over on Telegram. And they have this thing called the Zeus bot. That's there as well. And this is for those of you that might have a little bit of Bitcoin or a little bit of Ethereum, or maybe some people have bought BNB for transaction fees. And they used it a year ago and they forgot about it. It's just sitting there doing nothing. Well, if you put it over here, your BNB can grow, your Bitcoin can grow, your Ethereum can grow on Telegram. And today we were told that these will be moving off Telegram in the near future, and they're going straight onto Apple and Google Play. Where you can download the apps for their own native apps to do that there. But right now you can use it on Telegram, which is fantastic. But there's a wider market would enjoy it with the native app. So that's coming up very, very, very soon. So I'd like to show you how that works, just for those of you who are interested. You go to Telegram. Instead of searching for me, search for Aurum Neobank. Neobank means new bank. You open the app. You log in with the same credentials from your main platform. You can order the card there, which I'll talk about in a moment. Or you can try one of those bots that I just spoke about. The picture we're looking at here is the Bitcoin to USDT bot. Now, this account was started on the 31st of May. 31st of May. So June, July, August, 3 months and 2 weeks. Let's call it 3 months and 2 weeks. It was started with 0.7 of Bitcoin. And the account went from 0.7 to 0.71, 0.72, 0.73, 0.79, 8, 8.1. That's what we're looking at the screen. The account grew from 0.7 of the Bitcoin to 0.81. It had only been trading on this particular day for 14 hours and 59 minutes. It made 0.0055. If you go further into this, it shows you the opening price, the exit price of the trade, the profit and loss, the spread. There's actually a hyperlink that pulls you to Binance or pulls you to OKX or Kraken, wherever trade is conducted. It'll bring you right to the Bitcoin USDT trading platform where the trade occurred. So really, really, really good. But this account didn't stop at 0.81. It went from 0.7 to 0.81, but then what happened? It went to 0.82, 0.84, 0.85, 0.86, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9, 1, 9, 2. So it has grown from 0.7 of a Bitcoin to 0.92. You're all welcome to follow this account, because many of you have been here when it was back at 0.7 and have watched it grow every week, and it's making its way up to 1 full Bitcoin. Imagine you had 7/10 of a Bitcoin and you converted it to 1 Bitcoin with this bot. Without having to trade yourself, it's all automatic. Now here, you must do the compounding yourself. Over an EXI bot, it's automatic, and you slide on that reinvest button. This product is sensational as well, you'd agree. 0.7 to 0.92 is 0.22 of a Bitcoin. I'm not sure what that is. Can you tell me what 0.22 of a Bitcoin is worth in US dollars, please?
Do you want me to use ChatGPT to answer that?
Yes, please.
What's the email?
Huh?
Email?
I don't know what. What do you?
Okay, it's worth 25 and 400. 400. So this customer put in 0.7 of a Bitcoin. They can take it out anytime they want, but the Bitcoin has grown to 0.92. They've made $25,000 with their arms folded. No customers, no Zooms, no team, just their money working for them instead of them working for the money. That's what's good about these kind of products, guys. Now, here's another customer put in a full Bitcoin. That customer put in 0.7. This one put in a Bitcoin, a full Bitcoin. They had a conversation with Mr. Benson. Immediately after the call, they deposited the Bitcoin. Here's another customer, and he's on this call tonight. Welcome to the call, Simon. And Simon put in 2.75 Bitcoin after a phone call with Mr. Brian Benson. Now that's over $300,000. It's sensational. And of course, it's not 2.75 anymore, guys. I got an update last week. It was up to 2.81 Bitcoin. So it's making everybody money. Here's a customer put in 26,545 million pepe. People are bamboozled. What's pepe? What's this going on? Pepe is a meme token. I never heard about it until I heard about Aurum. But here's a customer deposited 26,545 million pepe. You want to go and work that out? Or ask ChatGPT. I can tell you it's over $250,000 pepe put into this bot. Incredible. And even if you don't have Pepe or Bitcoin or Ethereum or BNB or Dogecoin, you can get paid in those if you bring customers that like to trade them. So there's an opportunity for every one of you to build a Bitcoin portfolio, a BNB portfolio, a Pepe portfolio, a Doge portfolio. If you build a team of customers that want to trade that, you get paid a bonus in those tokens, even if you don't have any Bitcoin yourself. And obviously, you have to qualify for that. You only need to hit the first rank to qualify for that little bonus. Really, really good. Now, we're going to talk about the card. The card is sensational, guys. Why? No KYC. No KYC. $100,000 limit a month. That means if you went over $100,000, you have to KYC. This card is no KYC, but they're creating another card that is KYC for those that would prefer to go that route. But if you don't want your name on it, don't want to give away your passport, utility bill, you can get a Visa card. You can stop the bot, put the profit onto your Visa. Just there's a little button that says top up. So let's say you put in $1,000 and you made $100, and you want to leave the 1,000 to make more money, but you want to take out the 100. You go to Visa card, top up 100, and the 100 goes from the bot onto Visa card, and you go to the shop. Simple. And you leave your 1,000 there, making more money. Next week, another $100, boom. So you can start living without spending your money. It's incredible.
Aurum Neobank is a next-generation financial ecosystem with a fully integrated cycle. Top up your balance, earn through the trading bot, spend with your card, and restart the loop. Choose from 4 card tiers: Nova, Imperium, World Elite, and Infinity. Each unlocks access to cryptocurrency payments, low fees, and premium rewards. No verification required. Minimal fees. Physical card included. Higher transaction limits. Take control of your finances and grow your wealth with Aurum Neobank.
And we learned today that Brian Benson is very, very excited about these cards. And well, I think anybody that has one is very excited about them too. They start from $33 with no monthly fees. There's a $66 version, $99, and a $249. At the moment, we're only promoting the $249. It's brilliant. There's $150 commission in that goes out to the network. The loading fees are very, very low, 2.2%, but that also goes out to the network as well. That does not go to Visa. That does not go to Aurum. That stays with the community, which is quite exceptional. You can also get paid as customers that you onboard and start spending as well. So imagine you shared this card with 2 or 3 people, who shared it with 2 or 3 people, who shared it with 2 or 3 people, and you build a community of people using this card. Now you get paid every time they go shopping. You get paid when they go to the ATM machine. You get paid when they buy their groceries, when they have a coffee, when they book their travel, when they pay their rent. they use this card, you can make money on lots and lots of customers. There's a business in itself behind just this one product. However, what I teach my team is don't focus on this. Focus on the bot. Why? What's the point in having a card if you don't have the money to put on the card? The bot makes the money and then get the card later when the bot's made money to put it onto this to go spending. That's my recommendation. That's how I did it. Anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of transactions here. These are the first two transactions conducted in the United Kingdom by a friend of ours, John, who's always on the call. Welcome again tonight, John. Thanks for joining us. Here we go. Let's have a listen to this.
Right, here we go. First transaction in the UK for the Aurum card. Let's see this working. Authorized. Happy days.
He's spending his profit from the bot, put it onto the card, and he's going out and using it in the shops around the UK. It works everywhere where Visa and MasterCard are accepted. It was then sent to the shop, grocery shop, to get something.
Here we go then. Second official transaction.
Purple and white. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you, Mina.
Wow, super, super product. And here, the last one we'll show you is a withdrawal from the ATM machine. Okay, in goes the Aurum card. Balance. Okay, so there's 5,720 on the thing. Let's do a transaction. Let's take out cash in machine. Let's do that other. Maximum 800. So the fee is $3.99. Accept and proceed. That's thick, it's hard to grab. 40, 20-pound notes. So that's cryptocurrency coming out from the system onto your card, which you can spend anywhere in the world. And that's a super project. So that is our presentation over tonight. We've taken, I don't know, about 28 minutes tonight to share with you an overview. We've talked about Mr. Brian Benson, the CEO from Binance. We had a look at what the media were speaking about them, particularly Forbes, who were writing very positively about it. We looked at the Visa card. Visa and Aurum co-branded gives us a lot of confidence, and we saw it working. We saw a demonstration of the product. We looked at a couple of accounts as well. We saw a small account with 500 growing. We saw a larger account doubling up in just 5 months. And we've given you probably a fair enough overview of our systems. So that is our presentation over. Now, for those of you who would like to stay on for just 2 or 3 more minutes, we would be happy to share with you the affiliate program that they operate as well. And this is their route to market, and I'll tell you why. You cannot present Aurum in a 30-second television commercial. Not enough time in 30 seconds. It's too expensive in 30 seconds to get the message across. It takes 30 minutes, let's say. So that's why they're using an affiliate program. Now, Apple started to use it. Apple has an affiliate program. Every major brand you know of is now moving toward affiliate programs because there's nobody better to promote any product or service than an existing happy customer. So instead of spending these big budgets on the Super Bowl and these big budgets on television advertising, the expensive ones, between the break and the big movie in the evening, that's where the expensive ads are. People are at home watching movies. The gaps, that's very, very, cost up to $100,000 for a 30-second commercial. So instead of spending money there, and the new online way of spending money is paying Google or Facebook for these advertisements, these Google ads, you pay for words there. They take that budget and give it to their customers to promote or share these ideas with others. And that's why you've been brought to this call today. I want to just share the affiliate program because this is quite sensational. There are 15 ranks in our affiliate program, but everybody starts at Nova. That's where I started. Nova means new. You're the new star in the block. The new star in the sky is called the Nova Star. You're the new star in the Aurum business. If you share this idea with a customer, Aurum say thank you very much, and they pay you 3% of the deposit made by your customer. Whether it's $100 or $1,000 or $10,000, you get 3%. It's just a handshake. Thank you for the recommendation. There you go, 3%. Very simple. The only condition is you must have 100 in the account yourself trading. Why? Because they don't want anybody promoting their products and services unless they're existing customers who are benefiting. You see, if you didn't have an account, how could you recommend this? Or if you did have an account and you didn't like it, you wouldn't promote it. So the best way to build this is have an account. And you can start with $100. It's not expensive. Anybody can participate. But of course, 3%, who wants 3% when you can see that there's 5% available? And to achieve 5%, you get a pay rise. It's very simple. You need $7,500 of total team trading in the EXI bot. Now, you don't have to bring all of that. You might bring 200 of it. And one of those customers brings another 200. And one of those customers brings 100. And one of those customers brings 5,000. It's the total team trading volume of your whole network. When that reaches 7,500, you get promoted to Voyager. Now, it might be one customer. It might be just one customer that does 7,500. It might be 10 customers that do 750. I don't know how it's constructed, but once you reach that threshold, you can be Voyager. You now get 5% on deposits. You get your money back. The 100 that you put in, you get 100 back straight away. Now, what about being out of risk as quick as that? Isn't that very fair? Now, what do you do with 100? Well, put it on the card, go spend it, or withdraw it to an external wallet, Trust, Exodus, MetaMask, Binance, Coinbase, wherever you keep your crypto. You take the 100 out to that, or you can put it on the card. What else could you do with it? Top up your own bot so that 100 becomes 200 or 300. You can grow it in the thing. So it's your money, it's your choice. But at least if you started with 100, you've got your 100 back. You've still got your profits as well, and you're out of risk, which is fantastic. But there's another bonus for hitting this first rank as well. And that's why everybody should do Voyager in your first 72 hours. No excuses. 72 hours, you should be Voyager. You then get 5% every day matching bonus on the profits of your customers. So let's say you put in $100 and you introduced me. And I put in 0.7 of a Bitcoin. Every day I get paid in Bitcoin, you get 5% match on that. Did you put any Bitcoin in? No. What if I put in Ethereum? You start getting paid in Ethereum. What if I put in Pepe? You start getting paid in Pepe. So this 5% is a daily matching bonus on the profits of your whole team. Not just your own customers, but theirs and theirs and theirs and theirs. As long as there's no other Voyager in the line, you're the only Voyager. You're getting paid on everybody's account 5%. This is the building block to the business. That's all you need to know about our compensation plan. How do I go Voyager? If you can help 3 people go Voyager, you've smashed Vanguard. Vanguard is 25,000 in total team sales. Total team sales. It might be one customer, or it could be a variety of customers. But now you get 7%. You must have 300 trading in your account at this stage. You get a 500 bonus. So if you don't have 300, they give you 500 to have 300 in the pot. And now you get 7.5% daily matching bonus. Guys, it's just more of the same. It's so simple of a plan. Once you reach 62,500, you get 9%, etc., etc., etc. You get $1,000 bonus, $2,000 bonus, $5,000 bonus, $10,000 bonus. And that's only 7 of the ranks. I told you there were 15. You then get a $20,000 bonus as Elite, 50,000 as Magnet. Mythos gets 100,000 bonus. I'm hoping to do that in the next 2 weeks. Then Legend gets 150, and Dominion, you get $500,000 bonus. Now, what did we hear Brian Benson say at the start of our Zoom tonight? I want to create 1,000 millionaires. If you can make your way to somewhere between legend and dominion, you're a millionaire. You're a millionaire, no doubt about it. I hit Magnet in 4 months, so I've only got 1, 2, 3 lines to go. You'll find as your team grows, the momentum grows, it gets easier and easier and easier. $500,000 plus 150 is 650, 750, 800,000, 820,000, plus the other page, plus the deposit bonus, plus the matching bonus, plus the shareholder bonus, guys. Come to training, we'll teach you how this works. It's spectacular. And for some people, that's too much money. I understand that as well. What about an extra $1,000 a month? Put away the pain to ease the stress in life. An extra $1,000 a month for many people is a lot of money too. That's here all day long, ladies and gentlemen. And that is our presentation at an end. I just want to finish with this slide to show you that some of the withdrawals, because people say, well, how do you withdraw? Where do you withdraw? Is it expensive? No. I can't believe the withdrawal fees are 1% plus $1. I've seen platforms charge 10% to withdraw the money. 1% here is sensational. So here's 0.1 of a Bitcoin. That's over $10,000, $11,000 withdrawn on the 19th of April. The 27th of April, 500 withdrawal. 27th of May, 5,000. 2 days later, 4,500. 18 days later, $10,000 withdrawal. It gives you the wallet address, the transaction hash ID, all very transparent. 4th of July, $3,500 was withdrawn. 3 days later, $20,000 was withdrawn. And have a look at this trust wallet. Out of the $20,000, the customer received $19,799. It only cost 1% of the dollar to get the $20,000. Now, you can take it out to any wallet, or you can pop it on to your card. But you can't put any more than 100,000, or they will need to KYC you. But at the minute, no KYC. You can put that 20,000 onto the card straight away. It's incredible. Then on the 15th of August, 4,000 withdrawals. 16th of August, next day. Sorry, this is July. 15th of July, 4,000. 16th of July, 2,500. 6th of August, 16,000. The customer received 15,839. Incredible. And it just goes on. There's a $30,000 withdrawal. 6.5, 4.5, $10,000 withdrawal. Incredible. And there's more since that. That's back in the 20th of August. That's nearly a month ago. So sensational how the whole thing works. So I again want to thank you guys. We've wrapped this up in 30 minutes, I suppose. We didn't start at 47. We started at what, 10 past, 5 past? I don't know. But you've seen the whole lot. As an overview, it's enough to get you started. Get back to the person that shared the link with you. Get started today if you like what you see, because tomorrow you could be receiving your first profits. If you want to think about it overnight, that's great. But then you won't get profits tomorrow. If you think about it now for 10 minutes, get questions answered, get your account funded, why don't you come talk to us tomorrow and tell us about how much you make because you attended this Zoom tonight. So whatever decision you come to, I wish you every success. I hope you find something of interest here. Even if it's not interesting, just get back to the person that shared you the link. Just say, hey, listen, enjoyed that. Not for me. Thank you so much. Or if it is for you, hey, I love it. Help me get started. The person invited you here will help you get started. And we look forward to working with you again. Now, this presentation starts again tomorrow night on the same link at the same time. I have a training starting now in 12 minutes. You guys are all invited for training on Sunday evening on the same link at the same time as well. I have a special training starting now in 12 minutes for a new group. And we'll talk to you all again very, very soon. Thank you so much, everyone. I'd also highly recommend you watch the recording of today's Zoom with the CEO. We had a sensational event today, and something I think everybody needs to listen to as well. So with that said, that's me done for tonight. Thank you so much, and we'll talk again soon. Good night.
Wow, welcome back to the studio. This was just incredible. Another event. Ida is still here, glued to the edge of her seat, as all of us. Do you have any questions, Ida, that we can answer right now? You just registered last night. You're ready to load your money. You're ready to make money tomorrow. Do you have any questions, my friend? You can unmute your buttons right on your phone if you're watching, or after this recording is finished, I will be available right here to speak with you to get you started. All of you who are watching from YouTube channel, I appreciate your attention. Thank you for your time and attention. Please share this with somebody who wants to make money. All of the evidence is there. We have all of the mentorship. We have all of the training. I do my own exact training, showing you with 100, start out with $130 and blow that to unlimited to $1 million. That's my goal. That's in the plans. I got my first ranking last week, and I'm going for my second ranking this week. And you can fire through this like wildfire. All you need is a little bit of commitment, of time to learn. We have the coaching, we have the mentorship, we have the opportunity, and we have you. So welcome and thank you for sharing.
Thank you.